We're going to do quadratic formula today, which can be used with standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c, that is a plus. And you can say equal to y, but that won't matter. This is standard form, as you should know. So the formula is as simple as negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We can say that was an awful a. Now this matches with standard form. Choose red. Standard form again is, we won't worry about the y, even though technically this is equal to y. We won't worry about that. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Do remember that is set to y as the formula. So you can see there's a here and a here. There is b here and b here. And there is c here being lonely. So now I'm going to show how to utilize the formula to find x-intercepts or zeros. I will not talk about the determinant. We'll learn about that in another video. Let's get started on this, okay? So we'll start with an easy problem. We'll just do x squared plus 2x plus 1. This is the most basic perfect square. So now we're going to input it into our equation. Remember, this is a, this is b, and this is c. So we'll do negative 2 plus or minus square root of 2 squared minus 4, 1, 1, all over 2, 1. We can rewrite that. So let's say negative 2 plus or minus 4 minus 4 all over 2. And then we can rewrite that again here. Just say 0. And that is, we can again rewrite it here, saying negative 2 plus or minus 0 all over 2. Now this will get you negative 1. And there's your answer. Since it is a perfect square, you only get one answer. Because if you go ahead and factor this, you will get x plus 1, x plus 1. And if you follow that, you'll just get this equation again. So let's go ahead and try some other problems where we won't get a singular answer. And again, negative 1 comes from taking this number, flipping the sign. So we're going to solve this problem using the quadratic formula. Give you a moment to go ahead. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We'll choose, let's go orange. So we're going to plug this into the quadratic formula again. Negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4, 1, 3. All over 2, we'll just leave it as 2. And again, we can simplify this. Say 16. 4 times 3 is 12. And again, can be simplified down to 4. And in our favor, it comes out to a perfect square, not a perfect square. Well, I mean, the 4 comes out to a perfect square. So we know, this is a little hint with determinants, we know that it will likely be integer, or it could also just be a simple fraction. Now, we can go ahead to -4 plus or minus 2 over 2. And now, different to a perfect square, we do get 2 different answers. So let's start off. -4 plus 2 will be -2 over 2. And that'll get us 1. Or we can go the other way, say -6 over 2, which will get us, that's going to be -1 by the way. -6 over 2 will get us a -3. Let's try another problem. Let's go with red. Now this one's a little more complex since we are using a value other than 1. Now keep in mind, not all problems will come out to integer or simple fraction x-intercepts or zeros. And especially once you learn about complex numbers, it will certainly come out to a different, not integer or simple fraction. It will come out to very strange numbers that you may not know how to deal with yet until you learn about complex numbers. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Now over time, you'll get faster with this and you won't need to write out every single step you do. But for simplicity, I will. -4, 2, 1. All over 2, 2. And we're going to change these. I'll make it a little more simpler just because we are dealing with bigger numbers. 4 times 8, okay. 36. 4 times 2 is 8. Now, and again, we can simplify again. 36 minus 8 is going to be 28. Now, this is not a perfect square or a nice number that can be squared. However, we can simplify it. We're going to go ahead and do that. 28. Now you should know how to simplify rationals by this point. And if you do, you should know it should be 2 root 7. Now this can be simplified even more. We're not going to break it down all the way to decimals. We're going to put it into an exact answer form that is not decimals. Now there is, we can break this down, put this in a different color, just put it back in black. We can break it down because there's a GCF here between 6, 2, and 4 of 2. So we're going to break that down to -3 plus or minus root 7 over 2 equals x. So I have, that is the quadratic formula. Have a good day.